Hi guys, today we're ranking Mike Tyson's Punch-Out characters from easiest to hardest. For those of you who don't know, Mike Tyson's Punch-Out is about a little underdog called Lil Mac, and his job is to go through the Video Boxing Association, taking down opponents with various little quirks across all over the globe. In order to win the championship, he is trained by Doc Lewis, a former journeyman boxer himself, and all the boxers in this come in a different range of difficulties, from easy, medium, hard, you name it. So as I said, we're going to rank them all right now. And we're starting with Glass Joe here, the first boxer from France. He has a record of 1 win and 99 losses. It's rumored that his 1 win was actually a big one against the main boss in Super Punch-Out. But I digress. He really doesn't act like he wants to be in the ring. Someone needs to put him out of his misery, and this is Little Mac's first opponent. A very easy one. Does actually surprisingly have a little bit of good defense in the beginning. You have to kind of break through some blocks to get a few jabs in the face and in the stomach and rotate between the two. Once Glass Joe gets moving though, very, very slow telegraph punches. It's just a matter of slapping in some combos and you should be able to knock him down in round 1. So Glass Joe has got his own category here. He is the easiest of opponents to beat. And there he goes. Down goes Glass Joe. Now the second fighter Little Max takes on is Von Kaiser, a veteran boxer from Germany. And got these ugly brown pants. Probably one of the least interesting boxers in the game. How can I rate him? I guess we'll put him in the easy category. Very, very slow telegraph punches. Can do some damage if you let them connect. But not too hard to learn the patterns on. Once you have a star uppercut, it's easy to knock him out as soon as you land a regular punch, because he'll be stunned and you'll have a funny little facial feature. Yeah, he's not a hard boxer. We're going to put Von Kaiser in easy. You should be able to go through him pretty easily, I think. And then look guys, next we have Piston Honda. At this point, a very big difficulty spike, actually. He's a 3rd boxer in the game, the henchman for the minor circuit, which is the first circuit Lil Mac has to fight through. And it has a pretty clean record, only 1 loss, a lot of knockouts. Big Adonis of a boxer from Japan. He looks like he's about 200 pounds. He's probably between 180, 200 pounds. So it's funny how there's no weight divisions in the Video Boxing Association. He's almost double the size of Little Mac. Pretty good defense. Does a different range of punches, from like hooks, uppercuts, jabs. You definitely have to dodge and time your moves accordingly. Yeah, he's difficult. I mean, he's difficult if you're playing the game for the first time after coming off Glass Joe and Von Kaiser. However, if you're an experienced Punch-Out player, and I'm trying to think of it from this point of view, there's not many times that I don't beat him in the first round. I'll probably put him on medium just because he's a big jump up. Doesn't matter if you fight Piston Honda in the first fight or the second fight. You certainly don't want to take him lightly. I mean, you can connect with a couple hard punches and you can go the canvas pretty quickly, but it's not likely you're going to lose, but it's going to be the first real challenge Little Mac has. Next we got Don Flamingo, the Spanish pretty boy here. Comes to the ring with his flower in his mouth, and once you figure out the pattern, he's pretty easy to beat the first time around. He tries to taunt Lil Mac, so what happens when the fight starts, he'll do like a bang bang bang, and then you punch him in the gloves, and he'll do a big uppercut. Now what you need to do is dodge it and then counter punch with combos. If you counter punch with combos, you'll just be able to relentlessly, keep unleashing on him. He won't be able to stop. And you'll knock him down, and then again, as soon as he gets back up, you'll do a flash uppercut again, dodge that, and you should be able to put him down for the 10 count pretty quickly. Don Flamingo, the first time around, is pretty easy in my opinion. You're just going to be able to land endless combos on him as long as you manage to dodge that very quick uppercut. Next we got King Hippo. Now in the childhood, a lot of people used to struggle with King Hippo because they couldn't figure out the secret. I think the thing with this fight is this was the first fight that was actually a necessity to attack a boxer from the belly, and everyone always wants to go for the face. So basically what happens is you can't land a single punch on King Hippo until he opens his mouth. When he opens his mouth, you've got to quickly jab him in the mouth. And that'll leave him vulnerable, and then you unleash combos on his belly. Once you figure out that secret, he basically goes down and he won't get back up. The dude weighs about 600 pounds. He's like from the Pacific Islands. And, yes. Just a chilled life, eating lots of, enjoying the finer things of life, King Hippo. A little bit of a controversial pick, but I think once you figure out the pattern, it's actually a no-brainer. I'm actually going to put King Hippo on easy, to be honest. If he does land a punch on you, it's really, really going to hurt, but I actually don't think they're that hard to dodge, to be honest. It's just a matter of making sure you time the punches to the mouth and punch him in the... Yeah, I'm going to give him easy. Alright, next, guys, we have Great Tiger. Great Tiger is from India, and he's kind of not just a boxer, he's a magician as well, actually. Has really, really good defense at the start of the fight. There is a secret to breaking through and getting a few cheap star uppercuts early in the first minute. But then what he's going to do is duck and then throw some uppercuts, which is very easy to combo if you dodge them. If you can punch him in the belly quick enough when he ducks before the uppercut, you'll get some more stars. That part's not too difficult, but what can be tricky for first-time players is for the first time in the first round and at various times through the rest of the fight, he'll do the magical spin punch, which can be a little bit hard to follow. He'll just dance around the screen and then throw a jab, dance around the screen, throw a jab. Can be tricky for first-time players to block it, but if you do survive blocking all of them, you can get a flash knockdown by punching him in the face because you'll get dizzy. Being that as it says, I find this fight easy now, but I've also got to consider the casual punch-out player. The spin punches can definitely be people's undoing until they get the hang of blocking them. I don't think he's an exceptionally hard fighter, but he can probably get the average player on his day. I think I'm probably going to put Great Tiger in the medium category, guys. Now from Turkey. We have the infamous Bald Bull, guys, and he's also the henchman of the major circuit, the second circuit Lil Mac needs to go through. And, oh, guys, he's the biggest guy we've taken on so far. He's like 250 pounds, I think. Most of his career's been wins through knockout. Has a range of jabs, hooks, and big uppercuts that are very, very quick for a big guy and can catch you out really quickly if you don't time dodges correctly. You have to be patient too because each combo doesn't consist of too many punches, so you kind of have to keep chipping away at him through the fight. Then he's got the infamous Bull Charge. The Bull Charge can KO you in one punch. The secret is to have a well-timed body punch right at the end of his charge before he does the big uppercut at the end, which will get you an instant knockdown, but people are not going to get this on first go, second go, or even 10th go. It takes a lot of learning. I'm kind of borderlining between medium and hard, but with that being said, I'm going to put... Oh, no, I think once you get... Oh... No, I'll put Bald Bull on medium, but a high medium, because once you get the hang of it and you get a bit of a rhythm, you can beat the first encounter with Bald Bull on the regular. Actually, you know what? We're going to be counting this as his second fight as well, because his second fight, the only way you can knock him down is through star uppercuts, and they're very hard to get, so that requires a lot of patience. So I'm actually going to put Bald Bull on hard. And I forgot to rank Piston Honda for his second fight as well. I'll do that now. A lot harder than the first fight, but the tactics are pretty much the same. I think the big difference with Piston Honda is that the second fight, he's a lot quicker. But no, I'm still going to keep Piston Honda on medium as well. So we got Bald Bull on hard, Piston Honda on medium. And we're going to rank our next fight now. We got Soda Pompinsky. Oh, dude, I actually think he's deceptively one of the hardest boxers in the game. I very rarely beat him without losing any health. I can even beat Mike Tyson without getting punched. Very rarely can I do that against Soda Pompinsky. He's got some very quick hooks, some very quick uppercuts. The thing is, he actually has a bit of a delayed punch in between all the moves. And he's got this sneaky little jab that he can also throw in and stun you from out of nowhere. He's really, really frustrating. You can get star uppercuts, I think, by punching him in timed intervals in the stomach. I don't, however, know how to do that with this boxer. I usually beat him in round 2, but even to this day, he can knock me down once or twice, and on a bad day, still beat me. I actually find Soda Pompinsky deceptively hard, and one of the harder guys in the game. I was going to put him in the Immortal section, but I think that might be a little bit too generous. But I'm definitely putting Soda Pompinsky in the hard section. One of the hardest boxers in the game, everybody. Then, as I said, we had Ball Bull, which I ranked twice. Second fight is certainly a lot harder. We got him there. Don Flamingo is also a boxer that you fight a second time. And like I said, first time you fight Don Flamingo, in easy. But I'm actually going to upgrade him to a medium, take into account the second time you fight him in the next fight. He's got a range of hooks, a range of jabs that can catch you out of nowhere. It's a little bit hard to dodge them at the right timing. He's also got a lot better defense. You can keep punching him in the gloves, and it can take a lot of time to taunt him with punches before he throws a counter punch. So I'm actually going to give Don Flamingo an upgrade from easy to medium just based on the second fight. So yeah, so far we've got Glass Joe on his own category. Easy, Von Kaiser, King Hippo, medium, Great Tiger, Piston Honda, Don Flamingo, just based on the second fight. Hard, Soda Pompinsky, and Ball Bull. I'm pretty happy with these rankings so far. And next we got one of the hardest characters in the game, Mr. Sandman. Now look, I don't have a problem with him anymore, but timing is everything. The first 45 seconds or so is a really frustrating sequence of jabs that he'll throw. And a lot of them will actually be really, really frustrating because some will be quick, some will be on a delayed punch. And they're very quick. You don't have a lot of reflex time, so that can catch you out pretty quickly. There's a little bit of a tactic I like to do. I like to have him throw a counter punch. What I'll do is after the first 45 seconds, you can throw a face punch at him. He'll dodge and then swing. And that's when I usually like to punch him in the face and then start doing combos on the belly. You can chip away at him. At various intervals, he'll have an iron defense when he's about to wind up a 3 uppercut combo. Really frustrating. They can put you on the mat very, very, very quickly. However, if you successfully dodge all of them and get some counters on his belly, you can basically take away half his health. Very fast, very dangerous. The Mr. Sandman fight is a big game on patience. I've never gotten any star uppercuts on him either, so that's another thing. Definitely putting Mr. Sandman in the hard category. He's one of the hardest fighters in the game. You want to be done with that fight as quick as you possibly can. Next, we have the champion of the world circuit, Super Macho Man. And apparently he's based off superstar Billy Graham, the pro wrestler. I can kind of see the resemblance, actually. World champion, perfect record. Bit of a pretty boy, loves his body. Thinks he's the ish. He's kind of got the same archetype and a similar moveset to Soda Pompinsky, except he mixes in like 2 different types of spin punches. If you manage to knock him down, he'll get back up and do a spin punch combo, which can be really intimidating. But once you work out that it has a certain timing to dodge, it's actually not that hard to dodge. I think most players lose by getting in their own heads in this fight, to be honest. And then he'll do start having an iron defense at random intervals during the fight, and then do a random quick spin punch, which is a lot quicker. That one's a little bit harder to dodge. But pretty much as long as you stick and move and land combos to the face on Macho Man, I mean, I have beaten him a number of times without taking damage. Not every time. But unlike Soda Pompinsky with his delayed punches, Macho Man's got a pretty good flow, and even if your timing's a little bit off, you manage to dodge most of his moves pretty perfectly, actually. So, I mean, this might be a controversial pick, but I actually don't usually find Macho Man that difficult. I'd rather fight him over Soda Pompinsky any day of the week. So, I'm actually going to put him in the medium category. I actually don't think Macho's that bad, to be honest. And last but not least, Mike Tyson, or Mr. Dream. depending on which version of Mike Tyson's Punch-Out you have. And, oh man, I mean, I can beat him just fine now, but it took a long time to get to that point. First round is a minute and a half of hell. He just throws non-stop uppercuts that will give you a flash knockdown straight away. One punch and you're down. Again, they're hard to dodge because they're just lightning quick, and some of them are on a delayed timer as well, which means you're going to lose to your muscle memory. Sometimes you're going to dodge when he doesn't even throw a punch, and it's incredibly frustrating and tough. You have to definitely take a deep breath and just breathe when you're fighting him. That first minute and a half is hell. I'll usually get knocked down still at least once in that minute and a half. After that, you can see out the round, he'll just throw jabs and you can dodge them and just do 1-2, dodge a jab, 1-2. And then in the second round onwards, he'll throw a mixture of special jabs, uppercuts, which really hurt and can send you flying to the canvas quickly. However, it's a lot easier from round 2 onwards to land punches on him and get some combos on him. The beginning of round 2, he actually does a jab sequence where if you block and quickly belly punch him, you can build up some crucial star uppercuts. I like to try and TKO Mike Tyson in the second, otherwise he gets quite hard again in the third round. He gets a little bit desperate and throws a lot more uppercuts just spontaneously that you don't expect. So, got to be very careful with Mike. Look, definitely the hardest boxer in the game. He's going into the Immortal category simply based on the fact that most players who play Punch-Out never survive the first round. It takes a lot of months of practice to get used to that. So, yeah, that's my tier list, guys. Let's have a look. Mike Tyson's Punch-Out characters. So we got Glass Joe in his own category. Easy Von Kaiser and King Hippo once you figure out the secret. I mean, you just have to knock him down once and he loses. And then medium, yeah, Great Tiger with his spin punch. Piston Honda's a decent challenge in the first and second fight. Don Flamenco's easy as piss in the first fight, but pretty hard in the second fight, so he gets a medium rating. Macho Man is, again, his bark's worse than his bite, in my opinion. In the hard category, I think Soda Pompinsky is definitely one of the hardest characters in the game. I do pretty well against Bull, but again, in the second fight, you can only knock him down with uppercuts, and his bull charges do take a little bit of getting used to. And then Mr. Sandman is basically a test on patience. And then obviously we got Iron Mike Tyson in the Immortal tier. So I hope you enjoyed my tier list for the easy to difficult Mike Tyson's Punch-Out characters. I enjoy bringing this content for you. Let me know in the comments what list you would like me to do in the future. And we'll see you in the next video. Take care, everybody.